My name is BYRON Katie, and I live in California. And I travel the world inviting people to question what they believe. I invite people to use a very, very simple process that anyone can do if they're open to it. Anyone, children, old people. It doesn't, it doesn't matter what our religious base is or beliefs or it just doesn't matter. It's a very simple process, 4 questions and a turnaround. And so what I do is travel the world inviting people to answer these questions, to observe their thoughts, and I invite them to observe their stressful thoughts, the thoughts that bring us joy. They don't need questioning. They're working for us. And the stressful thoughts, that's what leads to violence. Internal violence and violence within our families and our communities and nations. So if we can't end the war within our own self or within our own families, how can we expect our politicians or governments to stop fighting? So what I'm about is to open the practice for people to look at themselves and see what is it that causes war within themselves, and to begin there. Because till we end it in ourselves, it's not going to end in the world. And the way that I found inner peace was to question what I believe. And actually, one morning as I lay sleeping on the floor, because my self-esteem was so low, I didn't believe I even deserved a bed to sleep in, and actually a cockroach crawled over my foot as I lay sleeping, and I opened my eyes, and in place of all of that self-hatred and the war with the self and the terrible world that we live when we're so depressed and so paranoid, in place of all that darkness was a joy and a peace that I cannot describe. But the important thing that came out of it is that when we believe our thoughts, we suffer. And when we question our thoughts, we don't suffer. And I have come to see that this is true for every human being, that we're innocent. As long as we believe our stressful thoughts, we live out of those beliefs, and then we wonder why we feel so crazy sometimes.